You gonna have some hard questions for me?
I can make some hard questions. All right, they can be easy. You pick.
I vote easy.
Okay. Well, let's do the introduction first.
Oh, I have to do that?
No, I mean, you don't have to.
I didn't practice my introduction.
No, it's easy. I go, hi, my name's Megan, and this is Heather.
Hi.
Bada bing. That is bada bing, bada boom. So, where are we today? We're in the glorious Zen Den.
Heather's Zen Den in Eastgate Plaza,
Yes.
East Alton, Illinois.
Yep. You're on year 2 already or 3?
So we just passed year 2
Yes.
in February.
It's going quick.
You were there.
Yep. Shut up.
And then I forgot about you because you were hiding.
Yeah, that's what I do at all the Riverbend events. It's like,
Because Jason was like, "Where's Meg?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, where is she?" I saw this much of your face.
yeah,
I was like,
I don't want to be front and center.
right.
I'm like supporting role.
I appreciate.
Yeah, no. But no, yeah, it's been fun watching your progress from the whole entire start to now. I mean, it's been a lot.
Just in the last year,
Yeah.
I've hired 4 new instructors. So, because it was just me for a while, 8 classes a week.
You feel like really good. Yeah, that much yoga.
Yes, Jello-like,
Yes. Like no stress at all. No.
but all the stress.
Yes, I was about to say.
But all the stress. Yes.
That's fun. So did you know that you would end up being a yoga studio business owner?
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
Yeah. When did that like passion even bounce into your head?
I would say more around COVID
Yeah.
because it was necessary.
Yep.
I would even say like, I've always, can't say that I've always liked yoga, but when in my free time, I was like, I need to do something that to better myself and my body and my, state of mind. So I tried yoga and here we are 10 years later.
It did something.
It did. Yep. I mean, we're sitting in this establishment.
Yeah. So you've mentioned that's stressful. Like, what do you do whenever you get overwhelmed? Like, what's like your favorite things to do?
My favorite thing to do is teach. As crazy as it,
Yeah.
because I feel like when I'm teaching, like it just comes to me. I'm not stressed out. I'm just teaching a practice, for the community.
Yeah.
Not so much for myself, but it's more meditative when I'm teaching other people.
Yeah. You feel like that's your sweet spot.
Yeah, that's my jam.
Yeah. Just like zone out, do logic, see the results. Yes.
Yeah.
So speaking of community, like I feel like you've had a pretty good interaction, not only with just East Alton community, but you collaborate with a lot of people throughout our whole Riverbend. How's that been? Like what drives you, or when was the first time when you were like, it's beneficial to work with other people?
I feel like as a small business, you can't survive on your own.
Yeah.
So networking, and even collaborating with other small businesses. I mean, obviously my strength is yoga and relaxation. And obviously your strength is, videography, photos, which I'm not good at all. That's why I help with that. And then, I have other people that know wine and that have, that know food, that know desserts.
Yeah.
So I feel like just being in our community outreach, that's probably my favorite part about owning my business. Obviously, minus teaching. I love teaching.
Yeah.
Like the community outreach has been awesome, especially being part of Riverbend Growth Association. I've met tons of people, tons. So that's a big part of it. Obviously, the networking, like I said, and meeting new people. That's the best part.
Yeah, I have a lot of surprise. I'm shy as shit. Like, as you can see, like how I was up here, bro. Yeah, at Riverbend, I feel like gives you every opportunity to like not like put yourself in the corner. No matter what, they're pulling you out. They're giving you every opportunity to network, and I love it. Like it's been one of my favorite organizations to be involved with. That's for sure. And I watch Abby Hernandez like just killing it.
She's so adorable.
Yeah.
She's adorable.
But no, yeah, it's been fun being a part of that. And like, yeah, the community, I feel like We both have these jobs that allow us to just make friends.
Oh, all over the place.
Yes. And just like, that's what this whole podcast is. I mean, I'm just like showcasing all the cool friends that I've got to meet along just working in this industry. So
Yeah.
so we first met whenever our first job together was the T&I video. Was that it? Or I was trying to think about it.
No, it was Winery.
Yes.
Yeah, Grafton Winery.
Yep. And then we had a great time at T&I after that. Yes, that was my favorite one. I feel like Grafton Winery, it was like we were both like kind of stressing on our own different things. Like I was like, man, it's hot. I hope these cameras don't overdo. And you're like, I got to teach all these people. So we didn't really get So we didn't really get to interact too much. But then like getting to hike through T&I together, that was like almost spiritual. We're having a good time. Yeah. That was like definitely one of my favorite video shoots to look back on. And then anytime it comes up, I'm like with the river, I'm like, that's my favorite shot.
And then like the little bird flying over. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It was great. I remember when he sent it to me, I actually started crying because I was like, she captured the essence of me. Like this, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
It sucks. Like, not, I don't know if you is from your perspective, from my perspective, it was one of those like greats that now it's like, dang, I have to like really work hard to outdo that one for all the future ones.
It was really good.
Yeah. But no, it was fun getting to do. This has been in the back of my head for the last 2 years. And I've just like never found the time to do it. So then now I have structured my business up that I have like all these different people working on jobs that I don't have to touch anymore. So now I have all this free time and it's just like, I don't know what to do with it. So I was like,
so I just have to wait it out is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
I don't have free time.
No, you'll get it eventually. But you have to like not wait for it. You have to create it.
Delegating is really hard.
Yeah. You gotta, this is good. We don't even need the questions.
You don't need no sneaky questions.
Yes. That's the amazing Jason. He's off camera. He's the fly on the wall today. There's been a few fly on the walls in some of the podcasts. I almost think, yes, I'm gonna like take your picture and put it on a little fly. And like land it on the wall.
Definitely.
I have the technology.
Yeah. Well, I do.
But no, yeah, so it was a real, so I've always had the proper knowledge of what I needed to do what I just did. It's just been the guts to be able to do it. So you know everything that you need to do. That's the sad thing. But then you also have to wait for it to align right. Because like I've always had Jordan, I've always had Riley. Danny just now joined the team. And then as soon as he joined, he was like, oh yeah, my best friend who's been doing this alongside me also can do it. So like, okay, now we have 3 solid, no offense, Riley, 3 solid videographers and then a photographer on team. And then they all can edit too. So it's just like, you have to make sure that like, when you have your team and like knowing, and you're real good at this, is like pouring yourself into them and not worrying about them becoming greater than you. Because I feel like that holds people back, is like the, what is it called? The contract, where it's like the non-compete contract, which I think is just ignorant. If you guys,
We want people to succeed.
Just that if we succeed, they succeed.
yeah. And that's the whole thing, is like, I hope one day that everyone that's helped Maggie me do everything that they want to do, ever do. I'm going to push them, and that's why I pay them a lot of money. Like, I want you to do anything that you think is possible. I don't want to be the one to keep you below me. Like, no, especially after they help carry me. Like,
I want you to be better.
yeah.
Like, so like just grow. That's basically what it is. I want you to grow as a person, as whatever it is that you do, right? And I feel like I want to cultivate that, but not like overshadow it, where I'm like, oh, I'm better than you because I started before you.
Yeah, no. There's people that are brand new at it that are like excellent. And I'm like, yeah.
Yes. We have wonderful teachers.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that because they work for me. I'm saying then wonderful teachers.
That's the biggest thing, is like everyone on my team is better than me. And then that makes it easier for me whenever I go into marketing, or especially on days like wedding days where we're triple booked and they can't get Megan Fairless what they wanted. I can say, well, here's Danny Tilson. He's on better equipment than me. He's nicer than me.
Yes.
And he's going to get better footage than me. But I'll still edit it, so you'll still get the touch of me. But then it's a lot easier to sell people that are better than you. Like,
Okay, so good to know because I feel like it's Heather Zen Den, so people want the experience of Heather, right? But there are days where I'm just like, I just can't be Heather Zen Den today. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's very inspiring for me because then I can, like, I trust my teachers, I do, but I feel like I'm always like, it's almost like this leaving my kid with somebody else.
Yep.
It's terrifying.
You just have to have that person that you have full trust in, and then also like make sure that you're available in case they like are in the middle of doing, like, say me and Danny had a double day just this past couple months ago, and I just made sure my phone's ringer's on, and he called me a couple times. He's like, yo, the venue doesn't want to feed me. I'm like, you fucking tell them to give you food.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck? I was like, even the bride said that she would get food.
Yeah.
Like, I will deal with it later. So, like, small, like, any inconveniences that might happen where they're having to be in a full control, just being available to help them, or just give them. I was told I'm supposed to. My life coach told me I need to break down every business interaction so that someone could go into a Word file and just scroll up and read. And I'm like, I don't think the business is that big yet, but eventually we'll have like Maggie Me coaching videos. But the big thing that inspired me, so like back on like I've had the information forever. It's just like when it finally made sense. Rob Deerdeck, which I've talked about him in every episode because he means the world to me. I used to be obsessed with him when I was younger, and I didn't realize that he had a podcast now. But he has a solid podcast I listen to like every Monday morning. Oh, I got my dad onto it too, and he loves it. But he talked about two things that really hit home. One was capacity, and like where your capacity is set and how you handle like filling that capacity so you're not overwhelmed. But the real big important is your business is not successful unless it can run without you.
Sure.
Yeah, and it makes it really hard whenever it's Heather Zen Den, Maggie, me, you know. Mine sounds way worse. And it should have literally me. You could put Maggie, us. So it's terrifying. But I have best friends and I've preached this to a million times. And
No, I appreciate it. Because I'm actually trying to step away from the studio.
So they can live life, you know?
Right. Like, not that I don't love it. I love every aspect of it, but between community outreach and now I have 6-7 teachers to run it for me, like, and I'm doing coacher training. I'm an overachiever.
Yes, we all are. I think it's either that or ADHD. I don't know if you got that or not. As I was joking with someone else yesterday, it was, how are all these other people able to like get all this stuff done so actively? I was like, I think they're just blessed with not having ADHD. Like, I just want to do everything that seems shiny and cool.
I'm like, I get this done, this done.
Yeah, and I get it halfway done. I don't complete it, you know, unless it's under contract, you know. Anyway, I'm just gonna film like 100 episodes and never edit them. No, but it's overwhelming. We're at like 12 hours right now. Just with 9 people, and I want to get 80 people. So it's going to be a lot. My mom is going to be the one that's going to be like, I didn't listen to all of it. I'm like,
to listen to all of it.
No, you don't have to. I'm not going to. You've committed now. You can't click away. No.
Too bad, so sad.
And then the other thing that helped me a lot with transitioning into like not being as involved is like, you got to figure out everything you hate doing or you suck at doing. Fair and Trish, just it's worth paying someone else doing. Like, even though it sucks seeing that money go out, like right now I'm sitting on a full Catholic wedding ceremony. And I could pay Jordan to edit it, but I don't want to pay Jordan to do it. But then it's going to sit on my editing table for another 2 months until I finally pay him to take care of it. So it's like one of those things where you just got to delegate what sucks and find someone who enjoys it. Yeah, and then automation. You got your website pretty automated with like buying.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that changed my life too. I used to have to reply to every email. Now it's just like click, 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 available, not available. Yeah,
We're pretty good about it.
that's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what did you want to be when you were growing up? Like whenever you were little?
A police officer.
Oh, get out of here. No,
I did. Police officer. Officer Heather.
I feel like you would have been like one of those like super sweet ones and absolutely terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't cross me.
Yeah.
But I can help you out today.
Yes.
Do you need a ride to the grocery store?
I love it.
Get on the ground. See?
Both. Beautiful puller. Be prepared. That's what you get in the yoga. It's like, you stretch. You're not doing it right. You're not doing it wrong. You're gonna hurt your back.
Breathe.
That's not what the yoga class is like. Don't worry. I kind of would be impressed though if there was like just an anti-relaxed yoga class where it's like a drill sergeant, but still the same moves. Just yeah.
Drill sergeant.
Come in your police officer uniform. Well, how do you deal with stress when you get overwhelmed? Like, do you go like hiking or adventures? Like, what do you do to like outside of like working? You used to work at the airport, right? And then
I still work.
yes. And then Heather Zen Den, what do you do in your free time when you do get it? You sleep. Exactly.
We actually, so we don't get a lot of free time, but when we do, hanging out with our 3 cats.
That's what's up. What kind of cats do you have?
So they're just random gray cats.
Okay.
We found one on the road, in the middle of August. Her little skin, she had a big head.
Yeah.
We still have her. She had a big head, and she was sunburned. She's pretty. And then we got Sam and Dean Winchester Garrigus. We got them from the highway.
Yes.
How are they, like 3 or 4? I think they're 3 going on 4. But we spend time with them.
That's fun.
Or Jason likes to cut grass outside, so when we're outside, I sit and drink wine outside on our patio.
I should get you one of those like big fluffy robes to like drink your wine in while you do well.
Well, that and then gone for drinking whiskeys.
Okay,
Yeah.
so orange whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
I've had an experience with whiskey, so I can no longer have any more experiences with whiskey. It was the day that we found out like the pandemic. The pandemic was real. Like it was like, is it real? Is it not real? Like, you know how it's kind of like what's going on? Whatever, it was official. The only alcohol in the house for me to like cope with the fact that was the Jim Beam's apple whiskey. Oh, okay. I drank a whole bottle of wine.
Before that?
I drank a whole bottle of Moscato with my girl on the chat. I was like, that's such a good night. And then Zane was just like still out. And I was like, I want to get really shitty before Zane gets home. So I did like 6 shots of this apple whiskey.
That was your curtain mistake.
I was like driving the porcelain bus. I was just like, my bathroom floor is not like, I'm not a clean person. Like, I can't be a housewife. I'm too busy. And so it's disgusting. And I'm just like making love with the cold linoleum floor. Zane's like, get up. I'm like, no. Pretty sure that I had like a pot. We'd have like a puke pot. Like a specific pot. It ain't the popcorn bowl that everyone else uses. Right. But I'm just sitting on the couch like this. But the best part was like before, like, you know, the peak, the demise, you know, Denzel Washington's like ultimate. I'm trying to rap it, but I'm like, have all the confidence, 100%, none of the words. So I don't mess with her. Yeah.
And fun filled fact, she used to rap. Whenever I first met her, she had a thing for T.I.
That's why you got with it.
She had a thing for T.I.
And I met him at the airport, and I didn't fangirl
Yeah.
because he was walking through the metal detector. Like, I called him in, and I was like, oh my God, that's T.I. And I was like, oh. You're like, girl, you're at work. In your uniform, like, you can't be.
She was like busted out a move in a song like
Stacks on. It's told all eyes.
T.I. 50. Buddy, the guy with the Walking Dead, Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, I met.
You just let Charlie Sheen through.
No, that was like back early in my career.
Oh, I was about to say, I get swiped down every time, every time. Okay, because like I used to travel with Michael Gebbins, and like he would just like throw all of his camera equipment into the bag, so I'd understand why he would get pulled because it wasn't organized or anything like that. But then now all of a sudden I'd have the most beautiful, like you could see it in the X-ray, everything still bomb wipe everything. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna make friends with this person right now. Wait, if Charlie Sheen nowadays went through, I would hope wipe him down. Yeah, that's cool then.
You tapped it.
Yeah. The makeup does good for 2.5 Men though.
But not in real life.
Cocaine.
It's a hell of a drug.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Rick James said so.
Only time I think of Rick James is fuck your couch. Fuck your couch. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Fuck your couch, my drug.
They brought a kid and stuff.
Blooper. We're gonna be sending Morse code messages.
What is the trying to spend it?
I love it. What other questions do I have? What do you want to talk about? Do you have any passions in life outside of trying to do your best?
No,
Right.
I got asked from the Riverbend Growth Association to speak at the leadership summit.
You know what you're gonna say?
It's probably gonna. She said there's gonna be like 250 people.
Is this like the reward ceremony or the what? It was okay, the women's seminar, yeah. The what do they call it?
Leadership.
Oh yeah, the lead
Her shit.
Yeah. That's why I was getting confused.
Yeah, because I was like, I think that would be great because it's about health and wellness this year.
Yeah.
And she was like, and I found a view, and I was like, she was like, there's gonna be like 200, 250 people there. Are you okay with that? And it was like,
Just do chair yoga.
I said, how would I say no though?
Yeah, I just gotta do it.
I've never saw that many people before.
You'll be fine. When is it? We'll practice. We'll set you up with something else.
September, I believe.
This is probably, I mean, you've talked on videos before and they ended up watching over 200 views. So just think of it that way. It's just all the views happening at once.
For all those people out there like staring at you.
Only a portion of them are probably snooty.
That's probably true.
Yeah, most of them. So that's my problem, especially with Riverbend Growth Association. There were some women that I was extremely intimidated by. Without even knowing them, I just automatically was like, you're scary. Like, I don't think I can talk to you. But then those women ended up being like my number one supporters and have like hired me the most.
It's a stage.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
They go like us, you're back. But then once you get past their face, they're like, oh my God.
Yeah. So don't judge folks. Like, talk to everyone.
So we actually, our first event with the Growth Association was the leadership seminar. And it was funny, but not funny. But it was, so we showed up, had no idea what to expect, right? So we sat in the back row and, we did some exercise, like imagine yourself being somewhere in a year. And it was funny because me and Andrew were sitting there and we're like, we're going to be on that stage.
You manifested it.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
We're like, we're going to be up on that stage doing something.
In that exact moment, Stephanie's like, we should do fitness themed next year. Yeah.
But when she called, I was like, oh my God. I was like,
yeah.
This is amazing. So now we have to come up with what we're going to say.
I think definitely, especially being sitting in a seminar, definitely utilize your movement. I think you could teach people a couple of chair moves, 100% to get them moving.
Oh, yeah.
Just to tie that into, not the whole time, but just all right, guys, if it's at the beginning or end, wherever you end up in the time slot. But you should definitely have 10 minutes or just shut the hell up and Hey, Max, we're gonna do breathing exercises.
I'm really excited though.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it was crazy because we're like, we're going to be up on that stage. We didn't realize it was going to be this soon.
Yeah. What's the funnest opportunity that this career has brought you to?
It's a good question.
Take a second to think.
I don't know that I have a specific most fun.
No.
Because I feel like everything was fun in its own way. I know that's dodging your question.
So what's the most memorable then? First one that comes to mind.
Grand opening.
Yeah.
Has to be the grand opening. Grand opening was probably the best
Yeah.
experience.
Because we all got to just celebrate you. Yeah.
Yeah. Even during COVID. Because
Yeah.
I opened during COVID.
Yeah, that was tough.
Oh my gosh. It was necessary though.
Yeah.
And that's what I told, that's what I basically tell everybody, like, what the hell were you thinking opening a yoga studio in the middle of a pandemic? Necessary. Or I wasn't thinking it. It's one or the other.
I think that's the theme of the podcast. Everyone's like seems like it's a necessity, but like, what the hell was I thinking?
Yeah, I know. When I sat, I was like, it was necessary, but at the same time, it was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
nothing prepared for me.
No.
Being a business owner in the middle of a pandemic, no amount of research, no amount of schooling, no amount of anything prepares you to be a business owner.
No.
Regardless of what your business is.
And then let alone whenever we're in a restricted time. Yeah. But I think I always try and look at the benefits. Like, there were absolutely a ton of downfalls and really shitty things to focus on about the pandemic, and still to this day how it's affected a lot of people. But it's like given you the opportunity to like really hyper focus on your business. And then it's also one of those things where if we went through that, we can survive anything.
Oh yeah.
Like we had to be on our toes. Each day was something new. Like we're going to try the best that we can in each situation and just do what you could. And we survived, like, I think the absolute worst. We could do it again. I don't want to. Yeah.
Because it was definitely a learning curve.
Yeah.
And because basically I was like, okay, this is for people in the community. And then I was like, I just want to teach yoga, y'all. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Doing the dang thing.
Doing the damn thing.
Is there anything else you want to do in your life? That's a deep one. That's real fucking deep.
I really want to travel.
Yeah.
Or do like cruise ship yoga.
Oh my God. It'd be like the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody cruise ship style, but
like just teach yoga and be on a cruise ship just to say that I traveled.
Yeah.
I think that's.
There are some other goals.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know that. Secret time.
But I really do like want to travel.
Yeah. So that's the goal then. Set up the self-automated business so then you just make that money to go spend in other economies.
Or maybe have another Zen Den.
Yeah.
No franchise. I don't want a franchise. But yeah. I think that
That's cool. That's exciting. That was like someone else's was like they want to go to Paris. They want to live in Paris. I was like, girl, you better.
yeah. I mean, just to travel.
Yeah.
I've been to Europe.
I have not.
Yeah. I mean, I went to Colorado. It was interesting.
What part of Colorado?
Crestone.
I don't know. Where is that closer to?
So it's about 3.5 hours away from Denver.
Okay.
So like Denver's here, the mountains here, it's on the other side.
Okay. So you're like closer to like the Native American stuff? Yes. That's cool.
It was really cool. Like the air is different there. As weird as that sounds,
I believe it.
does that.
Yeah. Well, you come back home, I mean, you can almost taste the refinery, like.
And the altitude, so altitude sickness is a real life thing.
Yes.
Had no idea.
I figured that out really fucking quick.
So I walked up some stairs, I want to say like 10 stairs.
Yeah.
And I was winded.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
You're like, am I unhealthy?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm like at the top of the stairs, like the. And I don't even like.
Yep.
So don't mess around with altitude sick
Anywhere in a high elevation.
ever.
I was in a Christian choir, and one of the tours was Colorado Springs. So we went to Garden of the Gods, which is my favorite place in the whole entire world. But we only have so much time because like we're a singing choir, so we had like a whole schedule. So I think we only had like an hour and a half at the Garden of Gods, and I'm like, I want to see as much as possible. So we were hiking. We went further back than anyone else in this 200-person choir. And then there, like, you hear the bus horn honk. So we like, it's been, I think, slightly downhill the whole time. So then we're rushing uphill. And then we immediately had a performance afterwards. And I'm like, that's when the altitude headache and the dehydration. And I was like, I'm done. I'm going to puke. Like, I cannot participate. Like, I'm not in it tonight.
I have a story about that.
Yeah, because you're not on camera. Yeah, because you're not on camera. Yeah, save it for your podcast.
Yeah.
We'll get masks.
Yeah. It fit into the bush.
Yep. My Mima, she has a strict rule where I'm not allowed to record her anymore after a certain age. We've gotten pictures. But I would joke with her for her podcast that I'll just record my cat Inky the whole time. Oh my gosh, she's the cutest thing ever. I didn't post the video of her today, but she used to be this feral cat. I fed her hot dogs. That's how I got her. And she's a completely different cat now than the cat that I fed hot dogs to. But this morning, she's like, I'm allergic, so I can't have her in my house. So she stays at Mima's, which I'm over at Mima's taking care of her all the time anyways. But she's now gone to the point where she's getting brushed all the time. Like this fucking feral cat. And then now she'll like lay in the sun in the morning. Just like need the air on her breath. And she'll look at you and go, meh. I got a video of it this morning. I was like, I've been so busy, I haven't posted it yet, but I was like, that's my cat. Look at that. And she's a black cat, too. I used to have a gray cat. I will forever and always love gray cats. They're, like, elite, but and this is my first black cat, and I'm like, I feel all witchy. Like, out of my Halloween decoration, I can't wait for her to be, like, 18 years old, and she's like...
He has 3 gray cats.
Yeah, you're living the best life. I had a blue Russian. That was the gray cat I had, and he was the smartest cat ever. I miss him. My little Omar.
We have one super.
Yeah, Aggie. She's the girl. Yeah. Figure. Yeah. Someone's got to hold the fort down. Right. You have to have, and whenever you own a business, like, no matter what, if it's your decision or not, whoever's married to you has to go through every bit of it as well. If not worse than what even your best friends will see, because then they get to see and celebrate you. Like, I don't get to see the worst parts. I get to recognize it. Yeah, because I understand. But I'm not going through it with you. And your spouse is just like, it has to be the biggest supporter ever. Like, Zane's been through some crazy shit through 10 years. So,
even in 2 years,
yeah,
I've been through some crazy shit.
Yeah, and it just gets better.
Again, the end of the day,
Yep.
But it's worth it.
Yeah.
It is, because I tell him all the time, I'm like, come to class, and he was like, you can tell you love teaching.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell.
Yep.
Like, I'm supposed to do this.
Yep. This is how you shine your light into our community, so.
we want.
Not going to be a million.
No, also, no, yeah.
Definitely not going to be a million.
That would be like having to build a franchise, and you'd have to be like a business person. That would be the passion, not yoga and teaching for that to happen. I mean, not saying that you can't be comfortable. I think we can achieve that. But maybe $1 million is comfortable. Give me $1 million.
Free eye.
That's fun.
Yeah, so him. That's my answer.
Good answer. It was very cute.
Like,
I had with Kendra Green, she owns Gumbo to Go, the Cajun restaurant in Alton. And her husband called midway through, and he said, I called just to say I love you. I was like, that's a good man. Look at that. That's what to say. There's always so many good supportive people.
Again, she wanted it, and she supported being there for a pretty rough time, and not like.
Yeah.
a pretty dark time. I right first met.
You owe your life to her now for the rest. I love it. You guys
Is yellow and yoga.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm so sick and tired of that damn color yellow.
I've been picking it up on my branding a lot more too. Like, all my like official information pamphlets that I send out, I have like this safety yellow. I'm like, I love it. I can't dye my hair. I used to like Haley Williams hair. I wish I could keep my hair that color, but it's thinning too much. So I'm like, everything else can be yellow except for my hair. Yeah, we'll get you a wig. Or that's what I do. My girlfriend, she wears wigs, but she always puts them in the back of her car. So like they'll just like be paying attention. I'll be in the very back of this like third row. Oh, just come up with like pitch black long like Wednesday hair. I'm like an alter ego Megan. It's like no one will know me when we're out and about. Just what I need. I don't want to have any attention. I'm that mysterious Megan. No. That's all. I guess if you want to, let's do a good solid closer. Well, okay, two-part kind of. They kind of go into each other. What could you, not saying, because a lot of people, I don't want to offend them because they had good answers, but some people said they wouldn't want to change anything of what happened over the last few years. They wouldn't want any information. But what could you tell little Heather that would have made this process of getting where you are today a little bit easier? What advice would you give yourself?
It's a good question, ma'am. Probably the advice I would give myself is steady the storm.
Hey.
Because it's all calm in the beginning, right? Because, your grand opening, congratulations, this is great, and all these people showing up. Then the newness wears off. People move on, yoga teachers, whoever. Then we hit the tough part where there's no teachers, just me, and then now I have 4 brand new teachers that are 4 or 5 of them that are wonderful. Just steady the storm, little Heather.
Yep. Hold on for dear life.
Yeah, that'll be okay. It'll feel like you're drowning, but you're not.
Yeah.
And there were days where I just wondered if I could do it or not.
But you're here. You did it. You got through all the worst of it. And I always tell myself, I have like a mantra in the morning. I don't remember all of them. I should probably remember all of them. But one of them is I have everything I need to succeed. And whatever I don't have, I'm surrounded by those who will be able to help me achieve. So, yeah,
That's wonderful.
so you just gotta just do it. Any other final thoughts that you have or inspiration that you can put out into the world? No pressure.
Thoughts or inspiration.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about opening your own business, do it. Because life is way too damn short. So you can either start and fail, or succeed and fail, or start and succeed and succeed. And continue to fail or succeed. But at least you did it. So you don't wonder, hey, should I have done this? Should I have not done this? That's probably my biggest advice, because I wondered every day, was I supposed to do this? Was I not supposed to do this? And here we are doing it.
Yep. And now you don't have to wonder.
Nope. Never again.
Nope.
So,
Yeah. You did it.
yeah.
Yeah. Just like that.